Nigga making it rain on you? Sis, if a nigga is making it rain on you, this what you do. Hey everybody, it's your girl Pink Kush. I don't know if y'all can hear me over this fan, but I'm not gonna turn it off. It's very hot. My wig's already messed up, but we're gonna get into this video anyway. So, before we start the video, I'm gonna roll up if y'all don't mind. Starting off, we're gonna roll up with these leaves. Right here is the gas, which I picked up from my local True Leaf dispensary. So, let me go ahead and show you guys what I got from there. But I'm gonna show y'all what we got so far. This is called Cinderella 99. It is a sativa called Upside Down Cake. This is an indica called Motor Breath. This is an indica called Space Age Cake. If you're wondering how I know that, the label's in the back of them. Hold on. How do you know if your weed's real? They don't have all this information on there. So I know y'all don't have a lot of time to go ahead and just sit down and watch a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff. So I'm gonna break these down into separate parts so that you can go ahead and rewatch whatever parts you want to go ahead and focus on. This first video is going to be about the audition process and just getting started in the world of dancing. And as we go forward, we're just going to go ahead and add on each layer. So right now, we're just going to teach you the foundations until we add on. So right now, in this class, everybody is a beginner, okay? So just pay attention and focus. So I would say my first tip is dance lessons. So if you grew up dancing, you're already conditioned, you already know how to do this. But say that you forgot, like you haven't danced or cheered or done gymnastics in like so long. Just know in your brain that if your body has already done it before, it can do it again. You've already learned how to go ahead and strengthen, condition your body through these sports and the program that you've done as a kid. Go ahead and use that now. You don't need to buy a physical trainer, a personal trainer. You don't need to go ahead and pay for someone's course, or you don't need to buy any apps. There's so many free resources on YouTube. I am one of them. If you ever need a video of something made, just ask me. I'll do my best to go ahead and do my research and make the video for you guys and just go ahead and deliver that information. But if you don't have that background as a kid and like dancing and stuff like that, or gymnastics or cheer, then I would say take some dance classes. Like I said, free online classes. There's twerk classes, jazz classes, and ballet classes are the ones that you're going to focus on. I don't care about hip-hop classes. I feel like hip-hop classes are not going to teach you what you're going to need to learn. You can take a heels class, but heels classes are a lot more difficult. So that's not going to be for beginners unless you have already had that dance experience. And you can go ahead and take a heels class. You definitely don't need it to start dancing. Okay, so now that you got your dance classes out the way, ballet, jazz, and heels are your foundation for being a pole dancer in the clubs, right? So now that you got those foundational steps, try doing salsa, because I know I do a lot of salsa steps on the stage. Not necessarily at the tempo, but I do like a lot of the sexiness and then the smoothness of a lot of salsa steps. So I feel like that class would definitely help you. You can go ahead and like find you one. Pretty sure you can probably get one pretty cheap on like Groupon or something. Pole classes. You need to work out before you take a pole class, okay? Because you're going to be like, oh, this is so much harder. It's going to turn you off, make you never want to go to a pole class again. And that's not what you need to do. Go ahead and work on your core at home. That's your crunches, your sit-ups, your planks, your push-ups to get that arm strength, your squats to get that quad strength, and your butt strength. Just go ahead and try to do as much strengthening work as you can at home, right? Then you go to the pole class and apply that strength and get those techniques, because you can't learn technique and you can't learn the dance moves. This is how you learn, okay? You need to learn the strengthening, then you learn the techniques, then you need to learn the combinations to create a dance. You're going to go to the pole class to learn the techniques and you don't even have the strength yet? Come on now, make it make sense, baby.
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't.
All those classes are going to definitely help you as much as possible with just the foundations. And you might be like, what am I learning in this? I'm telling you, when you get on that stage, you're going to be like, oh, that's what the girl was talking about. Yes, that's what Pink was talking about. I know I'll be sounding crazy, and sometimes I come off as aggressive, but there's a method to my madness. I'm here to help y'all, not hurt y'all. Now, when it comes to the audition process, I need you to just go ahead and breathe, because don't be afraid of it, okay? The audition process, it sounds scary. It's not scary at all, trust me. Probably had a hard time getting into fast food. So what your first step you're going to do for the audition process, you're going to go on Instagram and you're going to go ahead and stalk the clubs that you're interested in auditioning at. Okay, so when I say stalk the clubs, what I mean is you're gonna go through their Instagram pages. How many followers does the club have? Are the followers engaging with the club's posts? How often is the club posting? What is the club posting and advertising? Some clubs seem like they're only advertising when it's a holiday or when it's like a Super Bowl game or something like that. Those clubs I definitely would say are beginner, definitely. But if you want for something like more exciting and more hype, look at the clubs that are hosting like celebrities and hosting events like brunches or, you know, drink specials and things like that. Because the more active a club is, the more likely that customers are going to go to it. Think about it. If you were a customer, what club are you going to? No posts on their social media, their club looks terrible. Or if they do post on their social media, is all their shit like Android quality? You know what I mean? Do you really want to work for that type of club? Also, when you are working for a club, you're gonna end up promoting to the club. I'm not at that step yet, but I'm gonna get to it. You can follow along because I want to make sure that everything is cohesive and you get everything that you need to get in the order that you need to get. So now you're stalking Instagram for the club. You're looking for is a club active? Basically, what you're looking for. Is a club active? And do you want to be in this environment from what they post? So you want to know what you're investing your money and your time in. Do y'all hear the dirt bikes? I live in the ghetto. I'm sorry, y'all. So now that you're also stalking the club, now that you did that to see, okay, I like this club or whatever. This is engaging. This club is engaging. This club is engaging. So let's go ahead and say that you did find 3 clubs that you looked at. Let's just make the example simple. Now, you need to look at each of these clubs and figure out what's the body type that they're going for at this club. What's the demographic of this club? Which means that are the girls in here, are they all skinny and white? Are they all white with tattoos? All thick and black with BBLs? Are they skinny and black? Is it a mixed club? Is this a Latino club? There's a Colombian clubs, exclusively Colombians that have long black hair and BBLs. Like some clubs literally have one aesthetic of girls. And if you don't fit that, you're not going to get hired. You can go audition, but it's like, are you likely going to get hired if you don't fit that aesthetic? So now, the demographic of the club. You figure out the demographic of their employees, of the workers already, right? Now you got to figure out the demographic of the crowd of people. So, what kind of people are coming into that club? Is it hood niggas? Is it rich businessmen? Is it just regular day-to-day truckers? Is it people that are just coming there to get extra services more than dancing, if you know what I mean? Whatever they're coming for, you need to know, are you able to provide that? So, for example, if you're going to a classy club where the women are skinny and white, no tattoos or piercings, and they're wearing gowns, do you think hood niggas are going to be in there? So, when you think about the demographic of the girls that they have there and the demographic of the crowd, that's going to help you decide, do you belong there? Some girls or whatever can't deal with hood niggas. Some girls can't deal with classy white men. Also, here's another thing that I don't see in a lot of like stripper tip videos is when they talk about like the smoking in the clubs too. White clubs, they're smoking cigarettes in the club. Me personally, I have really bad bronchitis. I smoke weed all day, every day. Like my name is literally Pink Kush. I am weed. But I cannot be around cigarettes or Black and Milds. So me, I know I would do great in a black club personally, and in a white club, even better. But just because they smoke cigarettes, I can't be around that environment. So I personally do go to black clubs. I'm sorry if I'm swinging my chair around a lot. I got ADHD. Now, what is each club's tip out? The more popular the club, of course, it's going to be a higher tip out. So the tip out process is what you pay to work at the club. So I've seen tip outs as low as $50. I've seen tip outs as high as $400 when it's been like stripper bowl season or if this is like celebrity and stuff. Typically, a club's tip out is going to be anywhere from around like $50 all the way up to $200 depending on the club. You're going to ask that when you call up there. So when you call up to the club that you're interested in, you're going to call the 3 options that you have. You can always audition for more or less, but I just say 3 to start off with, you know? You're going to call up there and ask them how much is the tip out anyway. They're going to tell you what the amount is. If you have it, cool. If you don't, you got to figure out how to get it because they're not negotiating on that. I promise you, they're not negotiating a tip out. They don't care how pretty you are. Only way that you could get around that, I guess, is if you had like super clout, I guess. But I really don't see them getting you around that, so don't even try it. Now, also, here's another tip. The rules and regulations of certain clubs is different. Certain clubs might say no I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but y'all will get it when I say it. But no extra additional services. Some clubs, they encourage it. They still say it's not allowed, but they encourage it, you know? And the clubs that encourage it, the clubs are known for that. So you're not going to go into that club unless you're going to go ahead and do extra services. Now, some clubs also have a restriction for smoking. Some clubs are not going to allow you to smoke marijuana on the premises of the club at all. Not even in the parking lot, unless you're in your car. Some clubs is like, hell yeah, you can smoke weed whenever, wherever. We don't care. You know what I mean? Some clubs, you cannot smoke your weed in the dressing room. Some clubs, they don't allow the girls to smoke on the floor at all. They'll tell you all of these rules in your orientation. I wouldn't recommend asking those questions about like the weed and then like the rules and stuff on the phone. I'd rather you just go up there and you ask that, because it does kind of sound really weird to ask all of those extra questions. Only questions you should be asking on the phone is the tip out. That's it. And then what time you could come and audition. Also, you need to ask how old you have to be. Some clubs will say 18 years old minimum. Other clubs will say 21 years old minimum. And I think they also have mature clubs of like, you know, but those are like mature clubs. Like, you know, like, I don't even know how those work at, because I don't qualify to work at those. So that's what you're going to do on the call for the audition. So this is all before you even get there. Every club is different with their audition times. So what they'll do is like, okay, auditions are Wednesdays and Thursdays, anytime from 5 p.m. all the way to 8 p.m. So that means get there at 5, because the earlier you get there, the better chance you have of getting hired. Because sometimes they might be like, oh, we're done hiring for girls, or that person that's hiring has left now or whatever. So that happens sometimes. Get there earlier. So if they say that auditions happen at noon, get there at noon. You know what I mean? I'm not saying get there and stand outside and wait, but get there, you know, 12:30 type shit, you know? Now, when it comes to the outfits, I can make a whole another video on this. I probably will end up making another video on the outfits so I don't keep this video too long. But listen, the outfits, this might be one of the most important things. Fuck the skills. This is the outfits that you gotta wear, okay? You might be able to ask this on the phone if the person is friendly. Like, hey, what outfit should I bring? But like I said, a lot of times they're usually rushed, like, get the person with the phone type shit, you know? So when you're stalking the club, from that step earlier that I had mentioned, when you're stalking the club, you're gonna figure out, what are the other girls wearing there? What kind of club is this? If it is a gentleman's club, you're going to need a nice long gown. Gown is going to need to be down to your ankles, and then also need a bikini. If you're going to like a black club, you can wear a one piece or a bikini. You're not gonna wear a gown at a black club. I don't care if you're trying to stand out or whatever. It just doesn't look right. I've never seen it. I don't think I ever will see it.
I don't know how y'all do shit where you from, but let me tell you something. Where I'm from, we don't do shit like that.
Once you have your outfits picked out, you need to know what's gonna be right for your body type. So for thick girls and stuff, I like one pieces on thick girls personally. And for skinnier girls, I like to see two pieces. That's my personal opinion. But definitely go off of what your body type is. If you want to know like where to get outfits and shoes and stuff and all that other information, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll make a whole nother video on that. But since I just gave you like the just very basic gist of it, I think we can go ahead and move on to the next tip. So now for shoes, I definitely recommend wearing beginner heels, but those are like the most simple ones, and they're really like the cheapest ones too. You don't need all like the thigh highs or the knee highs or the ones with the fringe and everything just to get noticed. No, they're really looking at the body more so than the feet. Make sure the toes is done too, and the feet is nice and pedicured. Don't come in there looking crusty dusty, because that's not it. They're gonna be like, we can't have crusty dusty with girls working at this club, because that's not what this club is about. You know what I mean? Always for the aesthetic. I don't care if you're one of those girls or not. When you're at this club that you're going to work at, you are one of those girls, because that's what this club is. You know what I mean? It's what you signed up for. So boom. Now, when it comes to the shoes, like I said, you want the most comfortable pair of shoes. You only need one pair of shoes. I recommend black because black seems to go well with everything. Or clear too, but I like the ones with the ankle strap because I like security. And I got big feet and like heavy legs, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, but I like security, so I need that shit around my ankle for real. You know? Boom, the next tip. Identification. Do not, I repeat, do not try to come up in there with a picture on your phone talking about, this is my ID. No, they need to go ahead and scan that in their like copy printer machine or whatever. make sure you have an ID that you could literally like use anywhere type shit. You know what I mean? A driver's license or a passport. Don't bring your student ID. No, it needs to have your age, address, name, picture, you know, general, regular state issued or federal issued ID and type shit. I don't know, it's like if you're an immigrant, whatever ID that y'all had that makes y'all valid at like an airport type shit. Some clubs, they do scan it to make sure it's not a fake. So be careful, because you know, if it's a fake, they might not go ahead and tell you. Like at a black club, they're not going to be like, yo, we're calling the police. Like, no, they're going to be like, yo, this is fake, get the fuck out of here type shit. You know what I mean?
You need to leave.
In a white club, they might call the police. I don't know.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Because I've never used a fake ID in my life, ever. Like, I've never had to do that. Because everywhere I've went, even when I was like 18, they're like, fucking let you slide. You know what I mean? Bring me to the next tip. Your money bag. And it's not like just a regular bag or whatever, okay? It's not like a little regular purse. Do not bring a crossbody purse as your money bag. It's not gonna hold enough. It looks kind of weird in my opinion. Don't bring a book bag. The girls that bring a book bag, I just be looking at them like,
ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
like, why you got a book bag on? Because now you covering up your body and shit. You know what I mean? Like, the nigga trying to see. He ain't trying to see like, surprise, book bag. Like, no, it just, it don't look right to me. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if I sound rude, if I'm hating, but I'm just trying to help y'all make money for real. So my first money bag, not gonna lie to y'all, it was the shoe bag that my Pleaser stilettos came in, okay? Pleaser is like the best thing for shoes. I'm sorry if I forgot to add that. My iPad, the screen keep going ahead and closing on me out. Like, I don't like that. So, your money bag needs to be something cute or whatever. It could be glittery. You don't want it to be too big or whatever. The size of your money bag should not be bigger than like the size of like your hips to under your boob. Because anything bigger than that kind of looks crazy. And plus, you gotta carry that around. Plus, people like, oh, well, what if I make a bag for real? Nigga making it rain on you? Sis, if a nigga is making it rain on you, this what you do, okay? Security. I need a plastic bag. Like Drake and Future said.
Get a plastic bag. Go ahead and pick up all the cash. Go ahead and pick up all the cash.
Get a plastic
you
bag.
danced all night,
you
girl.
All
you
the
deserve
cash.
it.
Get
Get
a plastic bag, baby.
Go ahead and pick up.
So then, boom, you gonna tip him like, you know, $10 or whatever, $10, $20, depending on how big it is. Like if it's a floor covered in money, you know, just be smart about it. We're gonna get into like the business side and the tip side in a later video. Just stay tuned, like I said. But boom, the plastic bag effect, it's gonna show people like, bro, this bitch must be that bitch because she's getting a plastic bag. Other bitches got a money bag. They had to go get her a full plastic bag, right? So then now they're gonna see you with the plastic bag walking around. This bitch is making money. I gotta have a dance with that bitch, right? Once you get that plastic bag, just put your cute little money bag inside of it type shit. And then some clubs, they do run out of ones a lot. I worked at one club and it ran out of ones all the freaking time, bruh. It ran out of ones all the time. So we run to the back. Ooh, okay, hurry up. We sitting here like trading out the ones and shit, right? Giving the house mom, go ahead and get the small bills and shit. Take the big bills home and trade the small bills out with the niggas and shit. You know what I mean? So now that you got your clubs picked out, you got your outfits picked out, you got your shoes picked out, you made sure that you got your ID, and you've already called them folks on the phone. You say, hey, okay, what time can I come in and audition? 6 to 9 p.m. or whatever the time they said. Boom, you're ready there at that time they said it starts for auditions. So now you got your whole band, you got everything ready. So now what are you going to do at audition? This right here, this is where you work on your routine, okay? I say practice to about 2 different slow songs, practice to 2 fast songs, and then like just keep practicing to those or whatever, right? You don't need to have a full out routine or whatever, right? Just learn how to like dance to those in the heels, okay? You don't need to have a pole installed in your house. I have one installed in my house by my man, and he even got on the pole and spun himself around like woo type shit, right? So boom. The pole, I got on there, I was doing like stunts. Because if y'all see videos of me and shit, I used to like really be doing stunts in the house too, type shit. You know what I mean? So, boom. Basically, the pole, it broke while I was on live, but like it wasn't like too bad. Like the shit started like falling up the ceiling. Like it was like woof before it went whoosh. And then so I had time to like jump when it made that first fall. I jumped off the pole or whatever. Keep in mind it's in my house, so it wasn't like a long fall type shit. So I was like, ah, that was scary. So you don't need to get a pole in your house unless I guess like get like a professional install it or whatever. I was in an apartment, so I couldn't have it like installed. I had to get a pressure mount one, and I personally do not recommend them. I don't think I ever will. Like I said, you need this routine, but you need to practice dancing in these heels because you already know. Because in the first thing I told y'all, take them dance classes. You already know now, okay? You already know how to dance. Put them pleasers on that you just went and got from the store, okay? Or you could have ordered them online or whatever you want to do type shit, you know? So now put those shoes on and practice. Get at least 2 signature 8 counts that you can do slow and fast type shit or whatever. If you guys want me to do like a video on different 8 count combinations to do in heels, I can do one for you all. You know what I mean? I can do that. That's fine. Just let me know in the comments. But just like get at least 2 of them, okay? Because I'm telling you, if you just know how to rock those, you're going to be like, okay, I know these moves or whatever. You're just going to start to freestyle while you're up there and then going back to do them same rules. Just do them inside and outside. Because they're just going to be like, oh, this person can dance. They're not going to look at it as they keep doing the same move, but they just did it in that order, in that sequence. No, they're not going to look at it like that. They're going to see this person can dance or whatever. Plus, your audition's not even going to be that long while you're up there on that stage. They're going to have you do anywhere from 2 to 4 songs on the stage. Usually it's 3, but I've seen 2 all the way up to 4, depending on how good you are. Just go up there and have your confidence. When you take those dance lessons in the classroom with the other women and stuff who are just doing it for whatever reasons they're doing it, just learn that, hey, other people are confident enough to do it. And when you see these videos of these other dancers and these other people making thousands of dollars and other performers and artists and rappers and celebrities and athletes and whatever you see them doing it, just know that they're human beings just like you. They eat just like you, use the bathroom just like you, sleep just like you. If I can do it, you can do it. If they can do it, you can do it, baby girl. Okay? Don't forget that. So stay tuned because we're going to go into another video.
Ever try to hold back your feelings? But it just wouldn't say. But when I finally found the right